As above, so below, as within, so without. Just meditate a little bit on this. What did the Most High mean by the stars? Being likened to the stars, right? Watching. Who? Anybody could watch the stars, right? Anybody. But in this case, we're going to focus on what entities are watching the true stars, the true Chakans. Okay? Now, by this point, if you don't understand that the Most High's children are the American Negroes of captivity, then I don't know what to tell you, but I hope you guys enjoy this presentation that I got with me and Nat, Natural by Law. Been many of times before, they have to put this in a form of comedy, expression, entertainment, video games, whatever comes to mind. They have to put it there. Even AI agrees with the assessment that the prophets, if you ever played Halo, for example, they will even agree that they function as monks. And the whole main point is to show how the Hebrews, who are the American Negroes, are the chosen people, and we are always being watched by the observers of time. And who are the ones that were giving that role are your monks. This was given to them by Thoth. Thoth is also has many different characters that he plays. It can be a baboon, a monkey, an ibis. It's just many other things. They're not just one particular. They don't have one particular function. So this is just another depiction on another form and how they look. Okay, you can't make this ish up. The throne, their anti-grav chair looks like the face of a freaking ET, bro. Look at this. Just pay attention to the face. In this universe, right? And the prophets themselves, as the pictures that I've shown, they look like them too. And the more humanoid look that you give them, they look like what? The creations that they made, they look like what? Your modern day monks. Okay? They look like your modern day monks. I'm not saying that the lowest of them, are the ones watching, I'm talking about the higher ranking ones. Okay? And I'm going to link all of this together. Again, peep the look. The similarities, you gotta shave your hair, you gotta look like your maker, right? Like our maker told us about our hair, right? With the locks and all of that, right? So, growing your hair out like a Nazarene. Now pay attention to these feet. And you let me know in this next clip, you let me know what you see.
Right here. So we gonna act like we ain't see that shit there. Follow my page on Instagram if you seen it too. And also comment.
Nah, I wouldn't do this. I'm not picking on any one particular race either. I'm just highlighting to just for awareness purposes only, that there's been a major genetic man. You could just look it up in Discover magazines, they'll even tell you, right? But back to what I was originally saying about we're being watched by the guardians, the watchers, right, of the galaxies, right? When I was young, and I remember this particular scene right here, where they had to put the white cloth over E.T., aka Pan, who is Loki, who is tries to get this, who is Thoth. Remember I told you they have different roles, right? Same deity, many different names, but in this particular scene, remember he lost his cool, in terms of having excitement because he remembered his fellow alien, right? Come find out that George Lucas and Steven Spielberg, they done favors for one another, with these having the Easter eggs and whatnot. But let me show you more. If you remember the scene in Phantom of the Menace, Star Wars, I remember I caught it, but I didn't put it together. Again, we are living in this reality. We are surrounded by extraterrestrials. Again, kind of got that same monk appearance, right? They get the same monk appearance, that same shaped head, right? Pay attention to the head, how they gotta keep it shades, right? Kind of that reddish orange, right? Orange is the highest color in terms of Luciferian, for means enlightenment, right? And the flame, right? Oh, and before I forget, this is the connection that they had with the activation program that they had for Michael Jackson to play the Peter Pan role, Pan, the God Pan, right? Just note that, for the children, a Grammy award for Someone in the Dark, okay, for the film. I'm not saying he did anything or anything of that nature, but that was his programming. Like MK Ultra, that was his programming. The Neverland archetype. We're just gonna go without the music. And this is just for some further clarification. So yeah, in the fictional universe, right, in the quotations, right, it's highly implied they are from the same planet or closely related. I believe you can see even another video with Jordan Maxwell or Bill Cooper, one of those guys, and he was talking about how he saw a little Yoda, right? Hold on. Let's look into what roles that they had. He was, remember, they were senators, and they were from Sogia, or they're just the species. His name was Sogians, right? This is the closest meaning or the closest phonetic sound that we are spelling that we have for them in Hebrew, right? It means what? Mischief, harm, or evil. I wonder who is the main god of mischief that I've been iterating all the time. Would it be Bang? Okay. Let's not get carried away here. This is okay. Let's not get carried away here. But as I said, the highest, when you get to the highest occult, or start moving up with the movers and shakers in the occult and the entertainment world, remember they do this all the time because they live on forever. Living on forever means that they're stuck here in the infinite reality where they have to repeat this process over and over and over again. Okay, but it's interpreted as what? Fire. Okay, it's the same color as I told you. The same color as I told you. What they have to wear is the orange robe to what? To show the illumination of enlightenment and fire. Don't believe me? Look it up. And of course, you got he. It says he who brings the end, right? And don't forget, they don't like the Most High. They don't like the Most High's children. The Most High being Ama and Abba, Hawa, right? They don't like them because they're stuck in the infinite loop cycle. Ama, Abba, and their children is above the 9. The 12 Negroid children is above the 9. The 9 spiral, right? What are they known for? Loki and all these other deities, lower case, lower entities that want to what? They want to rebel. They want to rebel against the Most High. Isn't that what Nimrod was? Nimrod? Nimrod is Ra. They're all the same. Ham, Kush is dope. They're all the same. They share the same qualities. Yeah, man. I hope y'all followed along now. Peep the time frame. 1980, 1989. This is the same time where the Wolf Red Star happened and when the war on drugs took place. Let's go, Natural.
Let's get some more clarity. Shalom. You see it.
And do you know which is the biggest nebula in our universe? The Tarantula Nebula is an HII region in the Large Magellanic Cloud, located in the constellation Dorado. It was initially considered a star, but in 1751 Nicholas Louis de Lacaille identified it as a nebula. It is just 1,000 light years away and is home to the hottest and most massive stars we know. It's the largest and most massive...
Now pay attention to that. Excuse me. He said it's 161,000 light years away. So what that tells me is that these fallen ones, these true fallen ones, already had the drip. They had the knowledge, they had the info that this generation, this Pluto and Scorpio generation was on the way. So they had to create a new man, the so-called Neanderthal, because that's when they tell you in science, according to them, they'll tell you that's when the Neanderthal supposedly popped up. Not the Homo sapien. The Neanderthal popped up around something 100,000 something years ago. So they knew it would take supposedly that long of a time to reach the earth plane in order for those souls in this cluster to manifest on the earth. Don't argue with me. I'm not here to hold your hand and babysit you through your religious programming. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you straight up what's happening. They knew we were coming to the planet. They knew we were coming to the plane. So they went ahead and created these Neanderthals, the Nosovins, so that these war animals, these war species, these creatures can water down the drip, the info, to prevent those like me from rising. But it's completely over for that because we've made it through the murks. And we rose out of the mud and we sprouted and sprung forth, and now we're popping out and showing niggas and Naginis. You see what's happening? You see what's happening? Let's get that back. We ain't playing with you, hijacks no more. It's over for that. I'm on everybody helmet.
Dorado. It was initially considered a star, but in 1751 Nicholas Louis de Lacaille identified it as a nebula. It is just 161,000 light years away and is home to the hottest and most massive stars we know. It's the largest and most massive star-forming region in the local group, with a diameter...
Star-forming region. This is where stars are formed. Stars. I keep telling you, we the stars. I can't speak for everyone, but I know our generation is. I know Twin is. I know those born in,
1,000 light years away and is home to the hottest and most massive stars we know. It's the largest and most massive star-forming region in the local group, with a diameter of about 200 to 650 light years. Despite having an apparent magnitude of 8, it is extremely luminous. If it were as close to Earth as the Orion Nebula, it would cover an area of 60 full moons in the sky, and its brightness would be enough to cast shadows.
How did they get that quantity? How did they even come up with that number? That's kind of wild. Let's get it back. That's kind of wild. What? Can't make this up.
Nebula. It would cover an area of 60 full moons in the sky, and its brightness would be enough to cast shadows. The closest supernova detected since the invention of the telescope, supernova 1987A, occurred near the Tarantula Nebula.
It occurred near the Tarantula Nebula.
Occurred near the Tarantula Nebula.
All right. It occurred. This is our cluster, supernova 1987, 1987, because that's the year we popped out. And this is a soul group. We're talking soul tribe. So yes, even those before 87 were still born into this celestial, this stellar energy. But at around 1987 is when it was able to be observed. It was still in transit. All right. It was in transit, in motion. Tarantula Nebula. Now,